choose to go our own way rather than following God's will. Because of that, I feel like I can relate to Jonah. When Jonah disobeyed, God created a giant storm that caused Jonah to be thrown overboard and swallowed by a giant fish. When we disobey God, sometimes bad things happen to us as well. We may face trouble at school, with our parents, or with other troubles. You may also feel guilty, feeling nervous, and your body starts to rumble, and you may even throw up. Once I disobeyed God, and there was a giant snake on my doorstep when I got home. I felt like God was telling me not to disobey him. It scared me like Jonah must have felt when he was swallowed by a giant fish. When Jonah was inside the fish, he prayed to God asking for forgiveness. This is the same thing we should do when we have disobeyed God. He forgives those that ask him. These prayers help me feel less guilty and more relieved. It makes me happy that we can ask for forgiveness and get it. In the end, God placed Jonah in Nineveh to warn the Ninevites that there is a great disaster coming. In response, the people of Nineveh repented of their ways and worshipped God. God changed his mind and did not bring a disaster because they stopped being bad and listened to God. Like Jonah, we should tell others about God and tell those who have done bad things that they can ask God for forgiveness. God was able to use Jonah even though he disobeyed. God may use many other people who disobeyed him to do great things, such as Moses, Paul, or Peter. God may also use one of us even though we constantly make mistakes. It is comforting to know that he is not completely picky, and he'll even use you if you're tall or short, skinny or obese, or rich or poor. He can even use you if you're not a Christian, like Saul, who became the Apostle Paul. Even though Jonah disobeyed God, God still got his way. God is more powerful than people, and that makes me feel good because he knows what he is doing better than us, and he loves us. We are better off with God getting his way than us getting our way. Like Jonah, we need to listen to God, and when we don't, we should ask for forgiveness, even if we are not punished by a big fish. Now you know how you should be. Even if you face temptation, you should still go God's way, or you might face disaster. But if you listen to God, you will get rewarded by going to heaven. If we read our Bibles, we can see how God wants us to be. We can also see, like Jonah, who are examples for us for what happens when you disobey God and also when you listen.